I'm Emmett Irwin. I'm an attorney for seniors, the injured, and disabled, and I'm here with Nick Parr.
My name is Nicholas Parr. I handle automobile accidents throughout Maryland, primarily in the Baltimore metropolitan area.
Awesome. And we're here to talk about what happens in the aftermath of a car accident. So I was on 83 yesterday. That's I-83. And I came up upon an accident which I want to talk to you about. It was in the fast lane. Someone had been going really fast, and another car had pulled into the fast lane, and the car that was going really fast tried to stop, but ended up hitting them really hard in the bumper, in the side left bumper. Both cars got towed away. People got taken away in ambulances. I think everybody was okay because it didn't look like a fatal accident. But I want to ask Nick, okay, what is the aftermath? Say the next day, if you're in the car that gets hit from behind, what do?
Well, the first thing, obviously, you want to make sure that everyone is okay. When Emmett said he thinks everyone was okay, yeah, no one died, but they were taken away by ambulance and they were taken to the local hospital. So in fact, they probably weren't okay, and they probably won't feel those injuries until the next day or a couple days later. Just like sports and exercise, you don't feel sore from those things until a couple days later. It's the exact same way when you get hit by a car. You're getting hit by like a 2,000-ton vehicle, rear-ended, so there's no doubt that you're going to end up being sore from that type of impact. In this specific situation, a lot of times people get taken away by ambulance before they can get information from the other driver, like insurance or license, name, address, things like that. So you're kind of dependent upon the police in that situation to get the information for you. If you can, before you get on the ambulance, take a quick picture of the tag number of the other car, you can pretty much get all the information that you need for a lawyer to proceed on your behalf by getting a quick picture of the tag number, because you can't always rely on the police to do a great job documenting the scene, although usually they do, especially when ambulances are involved. What you want to make sure you do get is the police report number. Most of the time when people are transported from the accident to the hospital, the police will actually visit you at the hospital and give you that information. If they don't do that, hopefully someone at the scene of the accident one of the officers gave their tag number or gave you the report number so you can then follow up on it. One of the great things about getting an attorney involved is we can do the legwork for you after that. We can get the police report for you. And then what we can also do for you is refer you for medical care. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, the attorney referred you for medical care. What are they sending you, one of their doctors? Well, that's not really the case. What it is that getting appointments for primary care physicians is hard. It can take weeks to get in to see them, and people that are involved in these accidents need to be seen immediately for care. I have connections with healthcare providers throughout the state of Maryland where they can get you in the next day. And when you have an acute injury from an accident, like a serious rear-end impact, you need to be seen immediately. If you're not taken by ambulance, let's say this was a different situation and you could walk away from this without being transported by ambulance, the best thing to do is to go to a patient first or urgent care. And also, if police don't report to the scene of the accident, that's when you want to make sure you definitely get pictures of the tag number, pictures of the license. With the days of the iPhone and phones that have the ability to take pictures, you want to take pictures of everything you can at the scene, because getting a picture of license, tag number, and the insurance card is all you need and all an attorney needs to proceed in a claim against the other party.
That's great advice, Nick. And I just wanted to add that if the other driver does not have insurance, you still could have a claim against your own insurance company for uninsured motorist coverage, and so you could get recovery for that, for time you missed from work because of the accident, medical bills, pain and suffering. And actually a lot of people have a negative view of that because, for example, I talked to one of my family members, and he feels sorry for the insurance companies. He thinks that everybody's out there committing fraud against the insurance companies, making up these accidents, making up these hit and runs to fleece the insurance companies. And we're here to tell you that's not the case.
Yeah, one of the biggest injustices I see is when someone has to make an uninsured motorist claim. You would be absolutely amazed at the amount of people who are driving around the streets of Maryland without insurance coverage. I would not be mistaken if I said it was close to maybe a quarter of drivers don't have insurance coverage. It might be higher than that. Well, if that happens and you're hit by an uninsured driver, your insurance then steps into their shoes and covers you. You pay money for uninsured motorist coverage. It's required by the state of Maryland. And one of the biggest injustices I see is when your insurance company, now that it's taken on the role of an uninsured motorist, then becomes your enemy and fights against you when for years you've been paying hundreds of dollars in premiums to that insurance company, and all of a sudden they turn around and try to nickel and dime you and act like your injury claim is some type of made-up bogus claim. When you're slammed into by a 2,000-ton vehicle or by a big truck, guess what? An injury can occur. They occur all the time and they're real. I just got rear-ended, I think it was 7 or 8 months ago. I consider myself to be a pretty tough guy. I was injured and I had to make an uninsured motorist claim through my own insurance. And guess what? After years, 12 years I think I was with Progressive of never making a claim, guess who came back and tried to nickel and dime me and act like my injuries were were bogus or somehow made up. And I'm here to tell you, I wasn't telling a fib. I had to fight with them. And I'm an attorney with the experience. So if I had trouble fighting my own claim on my own behalf, think about what you would be doing if you're not an experienced attorney. You need the help of an attorney when you're in those situations because your insurance company is not your friend.
That is so true, Nick. Well, thank you very much for watching this. And if you're out there and you are in this situation, your insurance company is, they're going to give you a lowball offer, or the other driver's insurance company. You should get a lawyer as soon as possible. And even if you proceed without a lawyer at first, it's not too late at any point to get a lawyer involved before the trial or before settlement.
Yeah, one thing, Emmett, I would say one of the key things, at least as far as if you're looking for an amount of days, you need to act on that injury claim within the first 30 days. Sure, you can do something if that amount of time passes, but I would say the first 30 days are key, and the first 7 days are actually ideal to make sure you get follow-up care, to contact an attorney, and make sure you don't give any recorded statements to either insurance company. That's an absolute no-no. Contact an attorney as soon as you can. They're here to help.
Thank you. I'm Emmett Irwin.
And I'm Nicholas Parr.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.